episode of A Degree of Dopeness. I am Shelton, and today's episode is about confidence. We're going to discuss female insecurities. We're going to talk about some male insecurities because we see them, and we're going to have fun. We're going to talk about how to channel that confidence and get your motivation up so you can face the world. I am so ready for this episode. I am confident that it is something that you can use. Stay tuned. So how we doing, Miss Candace?
I'm doing good.
You good? Yes. She came back to visit us. Yes. You looking great. All cheetah-licious. I think we all a little cheetah-licious. Oh my goodness, we are. And where's Nika? Where's Nika? We need her now, right? Oh, she'd be so proud. But what does confidence mean nowadays? Because it means something different for everybody. What makes you confident?
Confidence is feeling good on the inside.
Ooh.
It's not even the outside appearance, because you could look good and put all the makeup on and get the dress on.
Right.
And, you know what I mean? You can look like you're confident, but for me, I feel confident from the inside.
That's it.
I mean? Right. Yeah. Beauty is from the inside out. My biggest pet peeve is when a man is like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you don't even know me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, but this right here, I need to know. No, you need to know here. Mm-hmm. You need to know here. Mm-hmm. Like, and if you say sexy, it's a deal breaker altogether. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're so sexy. That tells you they looking at lustful things, right? But how do you do that, Pastor?
With confidence?
With, keeping it sexy and keeping it beautiful and keeping it classy.
Yeah, I think just like Candace was saying, it's a matter of your confidence. For me, is your best self. You gotta be in touch with yourself. That's where it comes from. It's from within. So
you trying to get it at the Mac store. I keep saying to people, you're not gonna find confidence at the bottom of a Forever 21 bag. You do realize that, right? You can purchase and make as many carts online as you like. It's still, I can't put confidence in a cart.
No. Yeah.
But what will we tell those that are struggling with confidence? They don't know that it is inside. So how do they channel that? How do they tap into that?
I feel like you have to be happy with yourself and do a lot of soul searching type of thing to feel confident about the person you are.
So,
you know what I mean?
Yes. You see the pillow you sitting in front of? What does it say? She said, I don't know. What does it say? She sat on it. I don't know.
God is within her.
She will not fail.
I'm like,
I specifically got that because it has some women empowerment in it. A little bit of energy in the morning. I look for all kinds of confident, boosters in the morning. Yes. Why do you think that sign says, what would Beyonce do?
Yes, ma'am.
I turn on every morning and I'm thinking to myself, now how would Beyonce handle COVID? You think she gonna run up under the bed and hide? No. She gonna full glam it out. She gonna make a TV show. And she gonna drop that thing in the middle of the night. And she gonna let y'all feel it.
Okay.
So yes, we have to channel in confidence from other places. So where can we find some outside resources for confidence?
Family,
sisters, yes. Oh God.
Yeah.
Don't you come half stepping in this house with this group.
I'm not quite sure, but I feel like when I work out and when I eat well and I feel physically good, it gives me a little bit more of a boost than when I'm eating Cane's and Chick-fil-A, all these other fatty foods every other day than when I'm really nourishing my body.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So when I take care of myself, I just feel better.
Inside out. Inside out. I need people to understand that. We need y'all to understand that this is an internal thing.
Yes, it is.
Things that we control for ourselves. So we control that frumpy feeling. Mm-hmm. We control how we take on the day. And I found that a lot of times when we're in the midst of something, I have to pause, like out of this world, Evie, pause and say, most people, y'all don't know what that is. But I would pause the world and say, you know what? Hey, what is it that I want to get out of today? Do I want today to be positive or do I want today to be negative? Because I choose every day. That sign in the living room says, choose happy. Yes. Because I'm not going to, you have to purposely wake up and be in a bad mood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to sit there and tell yourself, not today, I'm mad. Well, okay. If that's what you choose for your day.
Yes, ma'am.
But I choose to move past things. So how do we get people to move past a hump in the day?
I think it really boils down to understanding you do have a choice. You don't have to, what I call it a default system.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to fall into your default system. If you were taught to be negative
Mm-hmm.
and that's your reaction to everything, or something go your way and your reaction is a negative response, and you can change the default system.
Yes.
Your computer asks you all the time.
Would you like to
Would you
Control
like to
Alt
change?
Delete, please? Because
Right,
if
right.
this ain't working out for my day, Control Alt and Delete,
There you
all
go.
of them.
Which browser? You want to make
Right?
this your default browser? Yes, I would.
It's like, you know,
I
you
like
go
Firefox.
to, I'm not gonna say the name of the store, but you got one of those big stores, the only one still open, thank God, because they've been helping us.
Absolutely.
But they have 50,000 questions at the end of each transaction. Like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to use this card? Do you want to put it all on this card? I'm like, do you have another card you would like me to put on? Because if you do, I don't mind splitting the bill.
Right.
You know, we can go Dutch on this thing here if you like to do that. But what do you do when, like, you are trying to get that confidence built up and you feel like every time you keep facing another hurdle, and it may be an internal hurdle, or what if it's an outside hurdle? What if there's somebody in your life right now, and I know y'all know what I'm talking about, there's somebody in your life that's challenging your confidence. And what do you do to be combative to that challenge when they say to you, well, maybe you can't make a TV show in the middle of the COVID crisis. Maybe you can't wear that red lipstick. You are a Christian. Oh, and girl, did you see the cheetah in the sexy satin that young girl had on? Like, what do you do as a woman when someone is questioning the choices that you've made and how you choose to express yourself?
I feel like you just need to block that negativity out of your life.
She said block
Like,
it.
you can go.
Right?
Like, you don't have to make them a part of your life.
There's a reason why there's a feature for that on the phone, right?
Yeah.
Block.
Yeah.
I remember T-Mobile told Nika she had the most blocks she had ever seen in her life. Because Nika's the queen of block.
Oh my.
I don't have time to deal with this block.
Yeah.
Block.
But that's how it has to be sometimes. 'Cause you don't want the negativity.
You
so
don't.
bye. Yeah.
What do you do with the naysayers, especially in the church? Because, you know, there's a lot of that that will boost your confidence. It says, she too sexy to be a pastor or a pastor's wife.
I love
You know?
it. Yeah.
What do you do?
I absolutely, I take it as free advertisement. So I don't have a problem. I did years ago. It was hard to find that balance. But God is always telling me, Keisha, I need you to be you. I need you to be you. And I have plenty of people in my corner saying, you know, I need you to be you because you helped me. So I just, and I'm big on, you know, religious thinking in the church.
Yes.
Like you said, as a pastor. Well, where did you find where the pastor came or the prophetess came and the no.
Dazzled in jewels.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I understand. People call me gaudy. And I take that both ways. Gaudy isn't over the top. Yes, I have a hot pink leopard split dress with an extra leopard heel.
Oh,
and again, already on the set, right?
Yeah.
That's what I love about this production.
Right.
Everything is already provided.
Right.
So, yes, I own these items because I am gaudy. Because God has blessed me with these items so I can be gaudy and I can be gaudy. I mean, who has that leopard print lamp in their room? Like, matter of fact, give me that bracelet, please, because I feel naked right now. I feel like I haven't finished bedazzling myself. I mean, that's why it's here. You got to frost yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies of the world, frost yourselves. So, yeah, now they got a little frosting, you know, and I love that. I play in it. And when people challenge your confidence, it does something to your self-esteem.
Yes, it does.
What kind of damage does it do to your self-esteem when somebody says, not a good look? That big girl probably should be having on all that leopard print.
Oh.
You know, that skinny girl should be wearing all that print and all that makeup. You know, they always have comments about everything, right? What do we said we block them. That's the easy fix.
Yeah.
But that's also not facing the problem. Because a lot of people can just Control Alt Delete, they can block, they can do all these things, but what do we do internally to block? What's an internal block?
Exactly. I honestly think that's exactly the issue. No matter if someone can shut you down by a comment, then we were already dealing with low self-esteem.
Yes.
So that's what you're saying.
Yes.
How do we build up the self-esteem from the inside out so that when you do have your opinion, I can just take it as your opinion. I don't have to personalize it. I don't have to inhale it. I can just say, oh, you're so, oh, well, thank you. Is that what you think? Well, I'll take it into consideration.
You know, my life is my life.
Yeah.
My 24 hours are my 24 hours. And,
right.
You know,
and how
but
I spend them. Yeah.
exactly. But there is an extreme, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, I know a girl that takes 4 hours to put her eyebrows on. Like, come on, ladies. If it takes 4 hours to get your eyebrows on, you didn't have nothing to begin with. So it's a real struggle going on in that medical. You know, I call it a medical room at that point because that's surgery. That's not makeup.
But I think it varies. That may be her
therapy.
Yeah, because I can play in my makeup for hours. It just depends on what I have to do. You know, if I have hours.
True.
I will play.
It wasn't. No, this was a daily routine. Like, I'm not leaving my house until my eyebrows are perfect. So therefore, it's eating up 4 hours of her morning, perfecting her eyebrows. Okay. So what do we do? Because that's, like you said, that's an internal thing. There is something deeper, much deeper going on. If you are that meticulous and that focused where you cannot start your day until your eyebrows is right. I don't know if y'all seen this, but in COVID, I have not had a threading in I don't know how long. I'm just thankful for the eyebrow wigs that I've got in my life. That is just making some things happen. Yes, but I couldn't imagine being paused in life because my eyebrows ain't right. There would be no show. Yeah. Because let me tell you, they ain't right.
Absolutely.
So how do we encourage them to, you got to prioritize. Beauty is
I think that's why there's such a frenzy with the whole, like, surgeries.
Yes.
And to perfect your nose, and to put, like, fillers in your eyes so you don't have dark circles, and to do the cheekbones, to do the lips, especially, because the lips are one of the hugest.
I want my lips done.
Because it's just something that people do to feel better about themselves. You know what I mean? It's a confidence booster internally. You don't care what nobody says. They're like, you don't need your lips done, but if you feel like you need your lips done, then you're going to get your lips done.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? If you feel like you need a boob job, then you need a
Well, I had a breast reduction. You know, and this is the aftermath of that, so you can only imagine what they looked like before. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, these are the smaller versions.
I wish I had that.
You know, and I love these. This for me is enough. And people are like, oh, your breasts are huge. I'm like, you should have seen them too. 5 years ago. But, and I have opted for elective surgery. I've had a tummy tuck and I've had a breast reduction. And both of those surgeries I was confident in and I wanted them.
Exactly.
No one else told me that I needed them.
Exactly.
I just saved my money and that for me was my priority. I love the water. I like to swim. And my after belly baby pooch was getting in the way of too many bikini options or even bathing suit options. And I was done. It was an inconvenience for me. That's why I did it. And I know a lot of you understand that. Like, I heard you say you wanted...
this is the it's called the mommy makeover.
You want a mommy makeover. It's still called a mommy makeover. You want one of those?
Oh, yeah.
You know, and there's people out here saying, why? She is flawless. Like, how dare her get under the knife?
I'm glad you brought that up. That is the other side of when someone's criticizing. You know, not the criticism, but when you tell them you want to improve. Yes. And then they want to, you know, well, what for what? Aren't you ain't but 100 and whatever pounds and you... That's not the point. I don't feel like my best self. I know I can do better. That's why I want to, you know, and so it ain't none of your business in the first place. But anyway. But yes.
Yeah, when they tell you that that ain't good enough.
You need your boobs.
You know?
What do you need?
Your house, 3,000 square feet, that ain't good enough?
Yeah.
No, I can't have an estate. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that.
Right.
We can't aspire to, like, have a tennis coach in life.
Right.
Because I'm going to have one of those.
Right.
You know? You know, but
that's
what do you do to... Like, just kind of keep your internal positivity flowing. Do you self-talk? Do you listen to music?
And I surround myself with people that make me feel good.
Okay. Who are those people?
My boyfriend.
Okay.
My two best friends, Morgan and Marissa.
Okay, there we go.
And Corey and Kiara also, they live in Belize, so the Miami that live here with me, they make me feel good, I make them feel good, and we are just positive group.
I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you said that because when I see a group of people together, and particularly with young women, and this is my Shelton soapbox moment that I like to give young women, if you are traveling in a pack and there are 6 of you and 1 of you looking crazy, I'm not mad at the one that looks crazy. I'm mad at the other ones of you in the group that allowed her to go out like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Because as her friend, your job is to make her look as good and feel as good so y'all collectively shine as queens. And they're not doing that.
Right.
They're like, ooh, you see her outfit? No, come here, let me fix this.
Yeah.
Let me get your tracks together.
All right.
Let me put your bra in. I know. You know, like those types of things. That's what women do.
Yes.
The petty competitions are for girls. You know, and at this stage in the game, we no longer should be living as girls at a certain age. We should be elevating ourselves as women and poising ourselves. Well, I think this company's called Miss Lady Management. I will manage till I can't manage no more, but I will always be a lady first while doing it. I may cuss you out.
Yes, you will.
But I'm going to use words outside of the F word and the S word and some other words. You're going to be like, did she just cuss me out and I didn't realize it? Yes, because I did it with class. So how do we keep the class? Like, we talked about confidence. We talked about, like, self-talk. But we didn't really get back to, like, the instruments. So is there a positive music that you listen to get you ready? Or you just, like, I know you work out. What do you do?
Mine is prayer. Mine is staying in contact with my Creator because He's the one with the manual for me.
Yes.
He made me. So any questions I have, any checkups I need, if I need my oil changed, if I need new, more windshield wiper fluid put in and gas, He fuels me. And then as a result of that, I can, out of that relationship, I know who to keep in my life and who to get rid of.
I like that.
Because it's
because it's, it's issues, and confidence can be shaken quickly if you let the wrong people in, and especially if you solely relied on your boyfriend to make you feel like you somebody.
And today he's not the one.
And then tomorrow he gone,
Exactly.
What you gonna do then? Because if all your confidence was in that person and they walk out,
that's good.
You mean your confidence gone too?
Yeah.
And I know people that have had hard times, like breakups will take years to recoup from because they can't move past it. Yeah. I'm like, I'm gonna need you to move past this because if you can't handle this heartache, God won't even give you another one until you can handle this one.
Right.
So you delay in the process of learning and loving by welding and sewing into this negativity when you can just move on. If they don't want you, they don't want you. And that's, I know it sounds easier said than done. I know it sounds easier said than done. But
I don't know about that.
That's for anything in confidence. That's for education. That's for life.
Absolutely.
If they don't want you, they don't want you. And I've been blessed enough to know that every job that I've ever interviewed for, I've gotten. It was just me that declined it if it wasn't for me.
Right.
And there's so many things to say about how your confidence gets shaken when your career isn't going the right way. Your job scene isn't going the right way. So Candace, I know that you are working, or are you not working, or still working?
I'm working.
Okay.
Not as much as I used to work, because, coronavirus cut back labor and all that stuff. So, I'm not doing what I want.
What do you want to do?
If
you were confident enough to take on the world and do what you wanted to do, what would you do without anybody telling you no?
I want to do real estate as my actual job. That's what I see myself doing and owning my own.
I love it.
Thing. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do at the end of the day. But what I don't want to do is be cleaning up a restaurant every other day and sanding surfaces.
Oh, that's a job.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just what I have to do to get where I need to go.
Because I heard Oprah say that a couple days ago. She said you got to do what you want, do what you need to do so you can do what you want to do, right?
Yes.
I'm still watching old Oprah videos. Don't even ask. But that thing is so hard to shake, though. Sitting in a place where you have a job and it's nothing that you want to do.
Yeah.
But you feel like you have to do it because you got to eat.
Yeah.
You got to get up the rent. You got to pay these bills. And there's a cycle of that.
Yeah.
And I know we've had several conversations in the past about why people delay on paying their bills. They have the money in hand, but they won't pay the bill that's due. And we were trying to figure out what was the mindset behind why people don't pay their bills when they get their money. And it's really because the separation of funds. They've worked so hard to get them that they have almost anxiety when it comes to separating from it because they've given them so much time. And when you're doing a job that you don't love or you're not confident in that job, it makes parting with that money so much harder.
Mm-hmm.
So for all those people out there that are questioning, like, how come people don't pay their bills on time? It's not because they don't want to. It's because, can I just see it in my bank account for a little longer? I just got it.
Yeah.
Because money gives you confidence.
It does.
Having a little, it gives you confidence.
Yeah.
What is it about having that money that makes you feel like you can take over the world now?
I got a scripture for that.
I'm sure you do. Please tell.
Well, there's several, but I'll try to just stick to one. But the Bible talks about how money answers all things.
Mm-hmm.
Things. So it doesn't
yes.
solve all problems, but it does answer things. And money has to do with your time, and time has to do with your life. And so money brings security. And so that's something that you need. You can't make exchanges in this realm, as I like to say, in the world system, without money.
Yes.
So money is very necessary. That's why it's a load off when you have it, and when you don't, the load is on.
Oh, so can we shift gears a little bit then? Because for women, we just, we either want to marry rich or, we have the option of being the baller,
Right.
That's what they think.
Mm-hmm.
But for men, they have so much pressure.
Yeah.
So they have to get their money
They
earned.
do.
There's so much pressure behind them and responsibility behind getting the funds to get a wife, getting the funds to have a house to bring said spouse, and I'm not going to say wife because spouse, significant other, partner, whatever it is. But having that money is their source of manhood. Yeah. And not having it shakes their confidence. So how do we as women coach up men? Because I'm single. Apparently I don't know how to coach too well. So how do you two successful women dating and married coach up your men, especially right now, to give them the confidence they need to kind of face some of these challenges?
No, you hit that first.
Well, for me, I don't know. It's kind of like he's in school. He's graduating this May.
Okay.
So it's like with his school and his internship, he doesn't have a lot of time to do like a full-time job to go to his dream job, because that's what he's getting that diploma for, is to go get his dream job. So I just and he they naturally stress themselves out, like, I wish I could get you this bag. I wish I could get you this right now.
Would you call it a Shanae?
Yeah, my Shanae bag.
She want a Chanel.
But it's like, I know one day they're going to get there. Like, he's going to get there. Yes. But he's doing the right steps. It's not like he's just sitting on his ass at home.
He ain't playing video games. Go ahead. Speak on it.
Doing what he needs to do to get where he wants to get at the end of the day.
Yes.
So I just let him know that you are taking the right path. Yes. Do not worry. I am good where I am with my Michael Kors. I am okay.
Right? Come on, little Michael Kors.
A bit later.
All right.
Yes.
I love that. Tell these young girls that you are not going to find a self-made millionaire on Instagram that swipes right at the same time you swipe right, that got a six-pack, that is 6'7", on his way to the league. That is not the ideal candidate, and he is not looming around. Unlike that show that Queen Latifah used to have, I used to love it. I forgot what it was called. Single Ladies, yes. Where every man in Atlanta was so available and rich, and I was like, where is this land of Mechanist? I have never seen such chocolate success. Just roaming the streets, especially not even straight success, I mean, all of that. But these girls think that is the only option for them to get out. But not just them. We've already talked about them. Y'all take those tools and apply them. But for these men, tell us real quickly, what do you do to keep your husband motivated right now in his confidence level?
I'll say first, you need according to the Bible, that man should be in position. You don't have a foundation in your faith. You don't have your finances in order. You have no business trying to get a wife.
Gotcha.
But at the same time, like what Candace is saying, how he's constantly giving her the vision so she can support it.
Yes.
So if you're a woman and you have a man who doesn't have vision, because you're made to undergird his vision and he's made to undergird yours. But the problem is when the man doesn't have a vision and the woman's behind him going, okay, what's the plan here?
Because I'm not following if you don't know where we're going.
Exactly. And that's back to security.
Yeah.
So to build him up, first of all, he needs to have something to build on.
Yes.
If he's under the impression that, he just left his mama's house and then he's just going to transition over to your house and do the same thing, that's not a man. He's
No.
still in boyhood.
Mm-hmm.
So first, let's look for a real man who understands I'm supposed to be a provider. God made him that.
Yes.
He's wired to be like that. That's why they're conscious of it.
Mm-hmm.
They see responsibility. If I take on a wife, that means children. If I take on children, that means college. That means this. That means that. Man is wired to do that.
Yes.
That's how they think. They cannot help it.
Good advice. Good advice. Because, you know, some men need to hear that. You know, I dated a man that wore a man girdle, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some greatness this evening. I hope that you really understand what kind of information we provided for you today. This is a corner of confidence. This is a mecca of magic. And I want you guys to kind of tune into that. Tap into that. Be yourself, because you can only be you, and can't nobody get it more right than you. So you might as well go ahead and do what you do. But have a great day. Walk out your house with confidence. Put your shoulders back. Put your hair down. Relax. You got this. Thank you for tuning in.